Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And in this video we will cover the basics of Flutter mostly, because this video is maybe only for beginners, or if you are into the intermediate or advanced level, then maybe you don't find it useful. But again, I'll try to cover as much as things which I can do in this video for beginners, and you don't have to cover all the videos to start your journey with Flutter. So that is why I'm making this video. If you're new to Flutter, then you can use or watch this video to find out what's the deal with Flutter. And in this video we will make an age calculator application, in which you will choose your age, choose your year of birth, and then it will calculate the age for you. We'll also cover some animation, and we will see all the everything about the structure of Flutter and everything. So basically you need to install Flutter first of all, and you can watch my video for installation. Then you can use any IDE. I am using Visual Studio Code, as you can see, or you can use anyone, okay, any like IntelliJ, Android Studio, anything, Atom also. So let's start with Visual Studio Code. What I'm going to do, I'm creating a new project here. So I'll press Control Shift P or Command Shift P. Here you have this Flutter new project, and you can write here, let's say, Flutter age calculator, okay. And now one second, first of all you have to choose. So Flutter new project, now you will write here. So we can say Flutter underscore age underscore calculator, okay. Now I'll press enter, and it will ask me for the location, and I'll select the default location, and then it will give me some boilerplate code, but it will create the project for me. And let's see, it will take some time. We'll also try to cover animations, as I told you, so that is one thing. And we'll see what kind of widgets we have. So this is just for beginners, if you are coming right away into Flutter for the first time. So this is what we get. So we have this all kind of folders. So main folder is this lib folder, in which we will work. Then we have this pubspec.yaml, where we will add dependencies if we will be needing that in future. And again, if you want to go through all this stuff, then you can start from my playlist, which is for Flutter tutorial playlist, and from initially I have covered everything. So let's just run this application once in our this iOS simulator. You can use any simulator or emulator or your real device, so it will work in every device running. I guess the recommended version starts from the I guess KitKat in Android, and for iOS it starts with iOS 8.0. Below that Flutter is not supported, so that's one thing. So you can see we have got this some boilerplate thing, which is having a counter. We can increase or decrease it. So what we are going to do, we are going to actually delete all of this, okay. We will start from scratch. So we will write import. First of all, we need to import the material library. So we can say import flutter material.tart, and then we will call the main method, which is the execution starting point. So you can say here void main. Here you can say new uh, let's say material app, okay, material app, okay. And here we can say debug show checked banner as false. We can have a theme, where we can say new themes data, and we can have a primary swatch here, where we can say colors dot, or let's select one color, which can be, let's say, anything, like let's give brown a shot. And yeah, and then we can have this home thing, where we can have a home page, okay. And okay, so this is what we need to do as of now. Okay, what it is giving me some kind of error. Expected to find this, okay. What's happening? I guess it should work. Yeah, okay. So this is what we have as of now. now we need to create this home page. Okay, so we have two kind of widgets. One is stateless widget and another is stateful. Stateless widgets are those who are not going to change their value in future, or who are not going to update their state. Like if you have an image, it will be a logo, then the logo will be same throughout the application, so it can be a stateless widget. But if you have a text field or text which can be updated, then it can be a stateful widget. So we are taking a stateful widget, we are calling it my home page. Okay, this is a template which you can get by writing stful. Okay, so we have this boilerplate code. Here we have return use container, so we will not use container, we will use a scaffold. And here we can have a app bar, so we can say new app bar, and here we can say okay title, where we can specify the title of our application, so we can say age calculator. Okay, so let's run this application again and we'll see if new container in the body. Okay, so now let's run the application in our IL simulator to see if we got the initial things which we just wrote. So let's wait for a few seconds. And actually Flutter is very fast, and this hot reload is something which you will see, which is kind of amazing. And here you can see we have this blank screen as of now. Why this is blank? Okay, we have this app bar as well. What actually happened? Okay, okay, sorry. So we forgot to do one thing. We have to delete this code here, and then we can say run app. Okay, and inside this run app you can paste that code. Okay, so now now it should work. Let's rebuild the application again. And I am forgetting little bit things. Why? I don't know why. I forget to add some things, and then after that it. Okay, so now you can see we have this age calculator on the top, and then we have this container, and this is the very basic stuff. So inside this container, let's make it a center, and here we have a child where we can say new column, and in the column we can have some widgets where we can use this property children. Here let's we have a first widget as new outline button. I haven't used it into any of my application as of now, so this is for the first time we are using. And here we can have a child where we can say new text. Okay, and let's say select your year of birth. Okay, so it should reflect. Okay, so here you can see it is coming in the center, select your year of birth, and this is actually an outline button. Let's also make one thing, which is our main axis alignment to center, so that yeah, we can have everything into the center. Now here we can also have this border side. Okay, so we can say border side. Okay, wait a second, new border side. It takes few parameters like color, width, so we can say colors dot, maybe we can give it blue. Okay, black is fine, I guess. So and then width, so we can give it a width, let's say 3.0. and why it is not giving it? Okay, now we have this highlight color and every other property. Let's give it a color as well, so colors dot black. Okay, it is still not reflecting. Then we have this on pressed, and here we will do nothing. Okay, so we can say, let's say print nothing. Okay, so we have this now, select your year of birth, and then if we will click on it, nothing will actually happen. If we see the debug log, then you can see here it should print something. It is printing nothing, so let's print something, and if I will click here, you can see it is printing that. Okay, so that is fine. Now below this, let's add some padding as well. So new padding, and what we can do here, we can say padding from all side. Let's give it a padding of 20 maybe. Okay, okay, fine. Now what we will do, we will use another text field here. We need to represent a text here, so we can have something like your age is maybe 10. Okay, okay, so your age is 10 is what we are getting. We can have some style here, so we can write new text style, and here we can give it a font size. Let's say we give it a font size of 20, and also we can make it bold, so we can say font weight, and we can give it a font weight dot bold, and you can see your age is 10. Select your year of birth. We are getting these both things. Now what I want to do, when you click on this select your year of birth, oh, this is nice, right? So this actually looks good. Okay, so let's do one more thing. Yeah, that is fine, I guess. Okay, so the splash color, we can say we can do, okay, let's make it white once. Let's see if that, okay, this looks much better, right? Yeah, so this is what we have. Your age is 10 is written here, but this is nowhere close to what we want to build. This is age calculator, so we need to calculate their age. So I am saying select your year of birth. So I'm not doing anything so that he can select. So let's make one more method here. So we'll go on the top here, and here we can say, let's say InitState, where we will initialize the state, and then override dispose, where we will dispose. So this is not we are going to use as of now, but we will use it in future, so just wait for it. So now we are making one method. Let's say we can say here void show picker. Okay, what it will show, it will show the date picker, where he can select his year of birth. Okay, how he can select? So here I can call a method which is show date picker. Okay, and it will pick the date for me. So here you can see okay, so it takes some parameters. It takes first of all the context, so we need to give it the context. Okay, then it takes the first date. Okay, so what we can do, we can first date would be like, let's say new date time, and let's give it a year. Okay, what it takes, year. So first date should be 1900 is fine, I guess, because we will start from the 1900. I don't know whether someone is still alive who born before 1900, so that's my thinking. Again, you can change it. Now initial date, which will, let's say, which will be starting in starting, you will see when you will select the picker what initial date you will see. Okay, so let's say we can say again new date time. Here the year, let's say 2018, because it is 2018, so we want to show that only. Now we have the last date as well, which is compulsory again, and last date would be date time do not dot now. Yeah, you can use anything. Okay, so last date is this. You can see we have this show date picker, and then what we want to do something with this, and then we have this then method, so we will call it, and it will return us some value. Okay, so it will return us this date time. We can say dt, and then we can save this date time. So let's take some variables here. First of all, let's take age in double. Okay, you must be wondering why I am taking into this age into double. I will demonstrate that why I am using it. I want to perform some animation, that is why I am taking into double. You can use integer. Then let's say we can have something like yeah, selected year. Okay, so what we will do here, we can assign selected year is equal to dt dot year. Okay, so from here we get this selected year. Okay, it is final, so it should not be final. Let's make it variable. Okay, so we have now this selected year, and when we will select this year, we actually want to do something. We want to update it. Okay, so here what we can say, we can also say here, rather than using this, let's do this inside this. Okay, is that fine? Yeah. Okay, it is saying that it was expecting something. Okay, so I guess wait a second, what just happened? Okay, so we have this situation. First of all, now call this set state method, we can call that, or we have this selected year. Okay, that does not mean anything. Okay, so it is not yet used. So what we can do here, let's just do one more thing. We just copy this code. Okay, and then we can add it here. So here we can call this set state, where we will change the selected year. Okay, now it is fine. So we have the selected year which we will select by calling this. So now when you will press this button, you will call this show picker. Okay, so we can write here show picker. Okay, now let's click on it and you can see the picker here. Okay, so this is our calendar view which we are getting now. Let's do one more thing. Whenever you will select an age and will press this button, we will calculate your age as well. So here we can call a method which we can say calculate age. Okay, now let's make this method here. We can say calculate void calculate age. Okay, inside this method what I will do, I will find out the age first of all. Okay, so age would be my 2018 minus that year of birth which I am talking about. Okay, so let's use that year of birth, which is, okay, no need for that. Selected year, we can use here selected year. Okay, and it will give us this age. Okay, and it is a number. Okay, fine. So we will get this age from here, and now what we can do, when we will get this age, we can update the UI. Okay, so let me just do one thing. Okay, so now what we will do, we will here, rather than using this, let's just copy it and we will check if selected year is not equal to null. Okay, then what we can do, we can let's check for it. If it is not equal to null, then we can use selected year's value. Okay, dot to string, and if it is null, then what we can show, we can show this screen. Okay, so okay, let's delete this and let's delete this. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. If selected year, let's say if I select something from here, let's say 2014, then it should reflect here, but it is not reflecting yet. We need to rebuild this, so that's what we will do. And here your age is, we can here display similarly age dot what we can do here, we can use age dot to string as fixed, and we will pass 0 because we don't want to set any decimal. Now if you will see, you can see here 2014, and you can also see here we have this your age is 0. Okay, so as of now it is 0, but let's see if I press something here, something happens now. So this is what we have done as of now, but now what we can do here, okay, so let's just rebuild this application and we will see what output we get, because this is the stateful widget, so sometimes you need to rebuild the widget to get the proper output. So now it's running my Xcode again, and okay, now let's select the year of birth. I can select 2013, let's say, and it does not do anything. Why? Because when I select that age, this method is not calling. Why? So let's see if we missed something. Okay, dot when complete. Actually this should not be happening. Why we are not getting our age? Okay, so we got the age, but after so much delay. Why that happened? Okay, your age is still 0. Why this is happening? I don't know. Okay, so what we can do, we can also make it, let's say, asynchronous. Okay, and then we can we don't actually need that because this is a very fast process. So let's put this what you can say, this breakpoint, and then let's select it, and now we have this year, and let's just go ahead. We have this selected year as 2014. Now let's go to calculate age, and then we have, oh, we are stuck here. Okay, so something is wrong with this. This is returning us this dynamic value which is integer, and let's just convert into double. Okay, so what we can do, let's just stop this once, and what we can do, we can get this value and then we can convert it into a double. Okay, so now let's see if it changes anything. Okay, 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 and you can see your age is 4. Okay, so it is working now. That was the only problem, we needed to convert into double. So now let's select some other age. Let's go back to 1900. Okay, so this is starting from 1900 as I said, told you, and now you can see your age is 118. Now what I want to do, I want to make some kind of animations also. Okay, so what we can do here, let's do something with this maybe. Okay, so what we can do here, rather than bold, we have another property, I guess, font style, and we can say font style dot italic. Okay, so we want it to be a little bit italic, and let's give it a 30. Okay, so it looks good. Now let's implement our animation in this, so that we want this 118 to be like you can say which can change its value. Okay, so what we will do, I will use here a single ticker provider state mixin, which is a mixin. You can use single if you have only one animation. If you have multiple, then you can use double or anything you want. Now here I will have some more variables, let's say animation, and then we can have an animation controller. Okay, so we have these two things. Now when we initialize this, here we can say animation controller is equal to new animation controller. It will take some parameters like vsync, we can say this. Then we have duration for the animation, so we will pass here new duration. Here we will provide the duration in milliseconds, which can be, let's say, 1500 maybe. Okay, now we are done with this. Now we can do, let's say animation is equal to animation controller by default. Okay, and yeah, that is what we need to do. Now let's do one more thing again, which is kind of interesting. Rather than here having age, we can say animation dot value. Okay, and you must be we get so much errors, and that is fine. Okay, now when we will calculate this age, what we can do here, we can also say animation is equal to new twin animation. Okay, will it cover that? Okay, twin animation is there? No. Okay, it should be there. Twin. Okay. So we have this twin dot, okay, animate. Okay, so we have these things. Let's do one thing. Let's call it new curved animation. Maybe we can use that. This will give us the curve and everything. Okay, so what we can do here, rather than this, cannot we use anything like this? What's happening? We have to see what we can do here. We have this curved animation, reverse animation and everything, but actually we don't want that. Okay, we want this twinning, so I want this. So let's use this. Let's try to use this. If something will not be done, then we will see. And at the beginning we will give it a value. Let's say what's our animation dot value. Okay, and for and we can give it the age value. Okay, now we can here call this animate. Okay, and here we can say new curved animation, where we need to define the curve, and here we can say curves dot fast out slow in, and then we can also say that our parent is the animation controller. Okay, so that is what we need to do, and just let me just fix it. Okay, so we have this twin, and let's try to add new. Okay, this looks good. Okay, so we have this twin, and this twin takes a begin value, then the end value, which is our age, then the animate and everything. Now after that, what we can say animation dot add listener. We will add a listener to this. Okay, and here, okay, and inside this listener we can call the set state, which will actually not do anything, but just it is listening to whatever is happening. And now we can say animation controller dot forward. Okay, now we are done. Now we will also dispose this animation controller when we are done with the animation, so that is why we use this dispose. Okay, so I guess we are done with this. Let's try to check whether everything is working or not. So let's just rebuild this application, and we will be I guess good to go. So let's wait for a few seconds. And I guess, guys, this was quite easy for you to understand what we are going with, what we are dealing with. So we just replaced this age with the animation value, which will vary. Okay, so your age is 0. This is fine as of now. Let's select some year, let's say 2012, and let's press OK, and you can see your age is 6, and you saw that animation, right? Let's make it a little bit much. Let's select 1901. Okay, now let's OK, and your age is 117. Animation was not done, right? Let's see again. Oh, this is kind of, let's use 2011, and then your age is 7. It is not giving that animation feel, I guess, sometimes. Okay, so this is about animation, guys, and I still think that there is some issues with our animation. Let me see if we have done something wrong. Our age is 0.0, that is totally fine, and we start with the animation value, which is whichever the value is, and we animate it. This is fine, everything looks good, at least to me as of now. Okay guys, so what actually we did, we needed to use this thing inside this. Okay, so this is the problem. Okay, now this should be fine, this should all be inside this set state. Now let's do something. Let's select some age, let's say 1949. Let's press OK, and okay, let's rebuild this one last time, because we have changed the set state method. So sometimes we need to, you know, change the rebuild the applications to get the proper effect. So it will take few more seconds, and then we should be ready to go. Yeah, we have this. Let's select your year of birth, which can be, let's say, first of all, let's say it's 1994. Let's press OK, and you can see this animation. Your age is 24. Now let's do one more thing. Let's go back to 1900. Okay, and now let's press it. Okay, and your age is 118. So that's it, guys. I hope you liked this video, and let me just select one more time. Yeah, your age is 5. So everything is working apart from the little bit problem in the animation, but that is, I guess, that we will see, that we will fix. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Like the video if you did, and also subscribe to the channel if you're not the subscriber. Also, you can check the source code which is available on GitHub, and you can also visit the Flutter example apps, where we have all the examples, and everything will be included in the description. You can find the link of everything. So that's it, guys. Thank you, bye bye, take care. I'll see you in the next video.